Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. A topic that I wanted to talk about was leading with happiness, particularly in terms of knowing your limits. Something that I recently went through was leaving my job. I talk about it in a previous video where I say no more jobs, but this in particular, I came out of the hospital. I went through a program. This program helped me to get a job as a cashier at a supermarket, and I hated it. I stayed there for maybe 6 or 7 months, and then from then I moved on to a waxing center, which I stayed there for 6 or 7 months, and then from there I moved on to a tax office, I think, right? A tax office. And I also was at a fast food restaurant that I stayed there for like a day. And then I went to the tax office and I stayed there for like, I want to say 4 months, 3 months. And then I left and I went to a NTA counting job. It's not an NTA, but I was basically counting the homeless, and I did that for 2 days. And then after that, I was just done. Like, I had also, I was going to withdraw of like my medication. Like, my agency was acting up, so my medication wasn't on point. I didn't have any medication, and something happened at the job. I'm not gonna say what happened, but something happened, and I just quit, bro. I started crying and crying and crying, which was a mix of what happened at the job and also going through withdrawals of not having medication. So, I just had no more jobs. And I've always wanted to be a content creator. I've always been trying to become a content creator, from taking pictures outside in high school to starting YouTube over 10,000 times. Point is, when I left that job and I stopped looking for a job, I just felt a weight lifted, and it made me happy. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of people, where they do not want their job but they gotta pay the bills. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to leave that job. It's okay to find happiness, and I think that you will find success in happiness, doing what makes you happy and finding your niche, whether that's content creation, whether that's being an artist, whether that's being a dancer, whatever your gift from the man above is, right? Yeah, whatever your gift is, indulge in it, because that's what makes you happy. You will make the most money doing something that makes you happy, because at that point it's not even work. At that point you love it because you love doing it. At that point it's an art for you. At that point you want to keep going, and you may feel a little stuck at times, where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, I hope this comes out good, because that's where I'm at right now. But know that if you're happy, that's all that matters. If you're happy, everything else will fall in place if you're happy. So, yeah, I would say just lead with happiness. Do what makes you happy. That's like the number one thing I feel like people should be worried about, that they aren't worried about. And if you have to do something that you don't really want to do, think about how you can make it so that you're bearing with it, or you're somewhat happy doing it, and be consistent. That's what I'm trying to do. But definitely step one was leaving that job. Step one was realizing that it's not worth it, that you are worth more, that you deserve more. And honestly, a job is always going to be there. A job is always going to be there waiting for you to come back, if you decide to come back. What's not going to be waiting for you is financial freedom. So keep that in mind. That's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more. Bye.